So what exactly happens when you drive your car in high water that's literally at the level of your hood? We're going to find out. Let's get started.
Did you put it on backwards for any special reason?
Well, we had to push it on. It doesn't run. The engine's locked up. This was the easiest way to do it, and it really doesn't matter. As long as it's balanced on the lift, it doesn't really care. This is a 2014 Chevrolet Malibu LTZ with the 2.0 turbo in it. It actually has pretty good power when it's not locked up. It has over 250 horsepower and almost 300 pounds of torque. That's as much power as a TBI 350. More power, in fact. More power than an older small block V8. That's amazing out of a 4-cylinder. Unfortunately, this customer was driving their vehicle a few months ago and got into some high water. The engine stalled. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure, maybe they were discouraged or something, they just sat for a while. So this thing's been sitting since June, it's been sitting for a while, and the customer just emailed me and said, I want to bring it to your shop. I don't really trust bringing it to other shops. I want an honest opinion. What exactly is all broken with my car? She trusts that if it's just something cheap and small, we're not going to gouge her. We don't do that here. And that's why she brought it here. It's just like this truck behind me is a 3/4 ton with a 6-liter. The customer had a concern it was ticking really loud, and they thought, my camshaft's bad, something's bad. They were expected to have to buy new cylinder heads, new cam, or they didn't know what the heck was wrong. They were prepared to spend big money. But all it was the spark plug wasn't fully seated. You could actually see it wiggling while the engine was running. The threads were not damaged, luckily, but it was making a sound. We tightened it up. It's quiet. Completely solved. $50 is the bill on that for as far as finding what was wrong with the spark plug. It doesn't have to be expensive. Something's wrong at a shop is every time you go there, it's $5 grand. Something's wrong. So be careful. In this situation, definitely, they brought it to the right place. Now let's take a look at this thing. I know Magic Mike has looked at this already. The engine is locked up, but I want to take a look at what exactly happened and just how bad is it. Let's go ahead and go to the front of the car. We're not going to do a walk around or an interior review today because we got a lot of things we're going to check under the hood and underneath the car. I think we're going to find some shocking evidence, and definitely going to get this filmed for you guys so that you can see it as well. You can follow along with us and see how bad is the carnage. Let me go grab Magic Mike and we can get this hood open and start taking a look. So Magic Mike has already been looking at this thing and seeing what's going on. This is the 2-liter LTG engine. It is, like I said, turbocharged. Pretty good power. We have the intake off and spark plugs, coils, and everything removed. We'll show you guys here in a minute with the wrench, but this thing is locked up tighter than a drum. Why don't you grab the borescope camera, Magic Mike? Let's take a look inside the cylinders.
This first one, this will show most of the gore.
Pretty bad, huh?
Oh yeah.
What is that, standing water?
That's standing water in the top of your first cylinder.
Why don't you push the button to go to a side view? We have a side view camera as well.
And go down a little more and you can see the top of the valve right there.
Oh my goodness. It's like a little lagoon of rust and water.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So it definitely made its way through the intake into the engine itself.
Let's take a look at another one. Oh man, look at all that rust.
A lot of corrosion on the sidewalls. You can see some sort of debris right here at the top. Not sure what that's from. Maybe the coating from the valves?
Wow, that's crazy. So it's definitely engulfed a whole lot of water. Like a lungful. So if you have water that's about halfway depth on your wheel, you're probably okay. But the thing is that the air filter, or the air box, it sits right over in here. And you can look down this tunnel. You see that black triangular shaped tunnel. That's where air is sucked up in the wheel well area down there. And any water that's in there is going to be pulled straight into the engine. And that's exactly what happened here, unfortunately. A lot of people have high water on the roads. They don't realize how deep it is. It looks like it's maybe 6 inches deep, but you don't realize under the water there may be a curb or something where it goes down a little deeper, and all of a sudden your windshield's got water lapping on your windshield, and you're like, oh crap. And that's kind of what happened here. It was too late. The damage has been done. Now we're going to find out a little bit more about how bad it is. Let's get this thing up in the air, Magic Mike, and let's do some more checking underneath.
Sounds good.
So you can see a lot of telltale signs that this thing's been in pretty deep water. There's little debris and grass and stuff hanging. Also, there's a lot of rust and corrosion on some of the pipes and bolts and things where it got submerged pretty deep. Very deep. You can see the grass here. It's been under some water that had flowing through here with debris all in the water. Why don't you grab the wrench you have, Magic Mike? Let's see if this motor will actually move. Wow, that thing doesn't even move, does it?
Nope, it is locked solid.
Go ahead and hang your whole weight on it. I don't think we're going to hurt it anymore. Nothing.
Nothing.
Not even moving 1 inch. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. You know one thing I want to do, Magic Mike?
What's that?
We know this thing inhaled water, and this is a turbo. It has an intercooler. Why don't we take the intercooler pipe off and see if there's water in there?
Let's take a look.
Clamps off, ready to go?
Yep.
Let's see. Oh! There's June's rainstorm there.
I'd say there's definitely some water in that intercooler.
Oh my goodness. This thing must have really inhaled a lot of water.
A lot more than I expected.
Oof. That's crazy. I wonder if any water is in the oil. You have the oil filter off?
I have the oil filter already off, but I have not drained the oil out of the pan.
Let's go dump the oil filter into there and see what it looks like. There's some of it's dirty, some of it's clean.
Yeah, it's like a nice little swirl mixture.
I bet there's a little bit of water in there. Well, not too much. Let's go ahead and wheel this thing under the car. I'm interested to drain the oil pan. No muffler Newton, guys. You hear that? Here we go. Water's going to be at the bottom if it was going to have a bunch in it. I can see a stream of like a tan color. Mm-hmm. I think that's water. It's not a whole lot, but it definitely got in there.
Yep. Never a good day when you've got water in your engine.
Definitely this motor is toast. Well, I guess go ahead and let that thing drain. We'll get the plug on it and we'll lower it back down. All right, well, we got that drained out. We know why it's locked up. The cylinders are literally rusted shut. They can't move. So, and there's a lot more that could be damaged as well. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the ground. So a lot of you like to look at the background. You don't even pay attention to the car that's in the video. And this is a different angle for you. You're probably seeing things in the background you've never seen before, like a dryer. There's a dryer back there. We dry our rags when we wash them. Or if you get your uniform trashed, you can wash it. We have a washer and a dryer. So yeah, that kind of explains the background. But back to the car. If you ever get into high water, if the water starts to come up really fast, the first thing you should do is instantly, immediately, shut off your car. Don't start it again. You're not going to drive it out. You're stuck. As far as your car is concerned, it's not going anywhere. You can get out. You'll have to swim out probably, or get help from the fire department, or you call 911 or something like that. So as far as your car is concerned, don't start it again. Don't try anything, any kind of heroics or anything like that. You have to get your car out of the water before you can try. And you want to take the spark plugs out, turn it over, get the water out if there's any water. Otherwise, it can cause a lot of damage. And you were saying, Magic Mike, that not only is the engine messed up, but you notice the power windows don't work.
Several of the interior controls have stopped working as well. I thought maybe it was a bad battery, but even with a jump box on the battery, they still weren't working. So there will be some electrical diagnosis to do on this car after we do the engine replacement.
So that's definitely along the lines of, we quote an engine, we put an engine in, and then find out your power windows aren't working. And you say, well, you didn't quote me that. You didn't tell me that was bad. When a submersion like this happens, it can take out electronics, your engine, power steering, there's all kinds of things that can go wrong. And a lot of you guys like seeing Magic Mike on the videos. If you want to see more of him, you can go check out his channel, Magic Mike the Mechanic on YouTube. There'll be a link in the description below. Definitely want to head on over and check out what he's got going on. I'll let you get back to work.
Sounds good.
All right. So what is this going to cost? Just as far as the engine is concerned, we're not including who knows what else is wrong with this car. The power steering, electrical, the brakes, we haven't even got that far, just the engine. I can find a used one, $3 or $4 grand, delivered to my door. There are some cheaper on eBay that have way higher miles, but we want to get one that matches the miles. It's roughly 100,000 miles. I want a warranty, I want all those things with the used engine. This one is specific to this car. One of the salvage people I talked to said, be careful about getting a Cadillac one or out of a different vehicle. The oil dipstick is in different locations. It doesn't match up. It has to be specifically this model, this year of car. It's $3 or $4 grand to get the motor. It's used. And then the book time on this is 14 hours. And that doesn't include fluids and belts and who knows what else got waterlogged, sensors or little solenoids or valves, bolts or screws that got rusted into place. You don't know until you get it apart. To put a used engine in here, I left a lot of extra room because we just don't know what we're going to find when we get this thing apart. So to put a used engine in here, we're looking at between $6,000 and $7,000, maybe even more. We did contact Powertrain Products, who we get a lot of rebuilt engines, and they said we do not mess with those engines. So that's not an option. We contacted the dealer, and for a new 2-liter engine, they're wanting over $6,000 just for the engine. That doesn't include the labor to pull it out or do anything else. That's just the cost of the engine. So if we add on everything on top of that, we're going to be close to 10 grand to put a new engine in, and this car is worth about 10 grand. And we haven't fixed the electronics yet. So the used engine is definitely going to be the option to go with on fixing the engine. But we have yet to find out what else is wrong. With a flood car or a submerged car like this that's been in high water, there can be problems arise 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road where corrosion has finally caught up with connectors and wiring and things. And you can say, I thought we had this fixed. Well, we did. What do you want to do? Replace every connector and all the harnesses and pull the entire car apart? Who's going to pay for that? No one is. I know an insurance company isn't. So you have to fix the things you know are broken, and you just have to run with it. We still have yet to get with the customer and see which direction they want to go. We've got some prices together. We're going to reveal that to them here pretty soon. But definitely wanted to get a video to show you guys a nice car like this, which it is. It's actually a very nice car. In the snap of a finger, it can become junk because you drove into high water. Be very careful in those incidents and flash floods and things like that. And you're not sure how deep the water is. You may not want to go through it. And if somehow you do and it starts coming up really fast, like I said, turn it off. Immediately turn off the engine. You're not going anywhere. You stop. That way it saves it inhaling the water into the engine and damaging it. Like I mentioned, there's so much more things that can be wrong. We're going to have to flush every single fluid on this car because it's water contaminated. There's been water all through the hood flowing through this thing. Brake fluid, power steering fluid, coolant, transmission oil. We're going to drain the transmission and service it. Hopefully it's not damaged or locked up. It's like a domino effect, guys. It can go really bad, really fast. Also, ECM, body control module, all of these things, what if they're damaged? It's going to be It could be very, very, very expensive to fix this car, and it may be too expensive. The customer may say, park it outside. We're going to stop right there, and I fully expect that can happen here. But I definitely wanted to make a video for you guys to see what is it like when an engine is locked up during a flash flood. What happens to the engine? And now you know, you can see, you saw the borescope camera, you saw everything. The water was still in there after 5 months, just like it was on the cylinder there. So if you're curious what kind of tools we use to figure out what's wrong with this engine, or possibly going to use to fix this car, especially the borescope camera, which we use in the shop, it is a very invaluable tool. We wouldn't want to run the shop without it, because just like you just saw, it answers a lot of questions. You guys know I love tools that give black and white answers, yes or no, no gray area. A lot of these tools are listed on our Amazon affiliates page. It's in the description below. There's a link there. You can go check out all the tools we use in the shop. We get a small cut and we really appreciate it. And make sure to hit this. This is the second video I've done today. My mouth's getting dry. Okay. And make sure to hit the subscribe button, because we've got North Star updates coming. As soon as the studs show up, we're going to show you guys actually drilling and tapping and what is it like to install the studs. Definitely hit the subscribe button, at least for that. We got bus videos, we got all kinds of stuff going on. Thanks for watching.